Every dude starts their lifting journey for some type of reason. Some of y'all got your heart broken. Some of y'all are into this weird looks maxing crap. And some of y'all genuinely think putting on some muscle will have women fighting for your love. Spoiler alert, you end up getting none of these things, but something even better: the attention from men. But apparently nobody could agree what the best physique actually is. You got some dudes saying bulk forever and just put on mass. Another dude will tell you stay 10% body fat year round. And then you got that dude in the corner who's like, actually girls love the dad bod. See, as brutal as the internet is, it's also really soft these days because somehow it's convinced everyone that their physique is the best one. What is this participation trophy crap, okay? There is winners and losers, and we are going to be picking them. Number 8, and this is pure copium. I'm not going to even discuss it. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to roast it. No need to. No need to be mean, okay? Being obese is the worst physique. No shit. It places last. Number 7, skinny fat. Now, this has got to be one of the most confusing physiques God has ever created. Because somehow you got the arms of a 5th grader, but the belly of a 200-pound plus man. Now, how does this even happen? Usually, it's a deadly combination of two things. One, it's not moving at all, getting no physical activity, pretty much just sitting the whole day and doing nothing. And 2, eating crap and unhealthy foods, low protein foods, but like not eating enough to where you get obese, but just eating enough that you put on body fat. It's very weird. Now, I gotta say, this is probably the most common physique in 2026, right? Office jobs, college students, a bunch of dudes have this type of physique. Now, on paper, the physique isn't the worst. It's pretty diabolical, but it is salvageable. You put on a hoodie and nobody knows. Seriously. I'm telling you, you could literally catfish people. Take the hoodie off and, brother, c'est la vie. Now, if you're wearing a baggy shirt, you could probably get away with it, but if you were wearing a fitted shirt, your shoulders disappear, your chest caves in, but your belly sticks out. And before anybody gets offended, relax. We've all been skinny fat at one point in our lives, whether it was when we were younger or maybe even in our teens or maybe even in our 20s or 30s. It happened. Swiftly moving on to number 6, and we got skinny. Now, these dudes will just wake up and no matter what they do, they just can't seem to put on weight. Now, for the most part, and skinny guys don't want to accept this truth, but my brother, you have the same daily caloric intake of an 1800s Victorian child. Now, don't get me wrong, being skinny is obviously not the worst thing in the world. This physique has worked for generations. Matter of fact, y'all low-key win in a couple of areas. First of all, your jawline looks good because you have low body fat. Second of all, you accidentally somehow have some ab definition because you have low body fat. Clothing is gonna work for you no matter what. You're gonna find your size. You throw on an outfit, you're gonna look good in clothes. But here's the problem. What you kids, what you young bucks like to call aura these days, it's presence. And the skinny guy lacks it. Now, guys, look, I'm a tapped-in unk. I'm cool with it. You know, I'm with the times. I'm not gonna say, oh, you need to have some presence and aura when you walk into the room with some funk music playing. No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's not some corny shit. I'm talking about when a dude walks into the room, he's just in good shape, right? You could tell. There's a reason that so many skinny dudes start lifting, even though they may have had luck with women before or they've looked good. They want to lift to put on muscle because it looks better. Real simple. That's why it's down this list. Number 5, we got the bodybuilder too jacked. I'm going to pee off a lot of people. Now, before the bodybuilders get on me, Bradley Martin, I'm talking to you. The discipline it takes to get to this look, and this look is absolutely insane. But at some point, bigger is not always better. Trust me, women I've been with have told me that, okay? I listen to their word. Trust me, I listen to their word. Having incredibly capped delts where it's the size of a human skull, or when your neck is fused with your traps and you're just one meat pocket, and when your muscles are protruding through a hoodie, brother, we have lost the plot. How does someone even end up here? I'm gonna tell you, it's years and years and years and years of meal prepping, of training, and a little bit of the secret juice, the swazul. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna hate. There are definitely some pros we gotta acknowledge. In the gym, you're basically a celebrity. Everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody wants to get to know you. Everybody respects you. But here's where the physique is literally horrible, and that is in the real world. People are not looking at you and they're like, wow, I wish I looked like that. And women aren't like, oh my gosh, this is so attractive. Because it's ironic. You stop looking healthy and athletic and just look unhealthy. Like you're carrying too much muscle for your poor little skeletal system. I imagine buying clothes is just an impossible task. You got to get them tailored to your specific proportion. And to be honest, your life just revolves around the gym, like, which is just ass. Who wants to think about the gym 24/7 or plan every meal or always eat healthy bull crap? Number 4, run or lean. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't trust y'all at all. Who wants to wake up on a Saturday morning, looks outside, maybe the weather's kind of crap, and you say, I want to run for an hour plus on some concrete outside. What? Literally seek some help. Now, I'll give you guys some credit because this physique is really clean. I mean, we see all these run clubs popping up. People want this body. Usually they're lean year-round. They got visible abs, good vascularity, and they could actually go up a staircase without sounding like they're out of breath. I wish that I literally cannot do that. I'm out of shape. Problem is actually ironic, but it is too much cardio, okay? When you do too much cardio, you still have some musculature to your body, but you start looking a little, what's the word? Fragile. Now, this is different and way higher than the skinny guy because you pretty much have literally all the pros of the skinny guy, but you're just like an upgraded Giga Chad version. Number 3, the TikTok social media aesthetic physique. See, this is the physique that every 16, 17, 18, 19, to be honest, every dude has wanted this physique at least once in their life. I kind of get it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it doesn't look amazing. I'm not going to pretend like I haven't watched many shirtless dudes flex to some white girl pop music and be like, damn, I really want that dude's body. Pause. I really want to achieve that dude's body for myself. But here's the reason why the physique doesn't rank number 2 or number 1, and it's the fact that it's incredibly hard to maintain this. And I'm not saying this in a lazy way or that you should just give up, but the fact that it is so exhausting on your mental, emotional, and physical state. Now, as we talked about the bodybuilder before, living an extreme lifestyle, this is the exact same thing, but in fact, a bodybuilder could kind of get away with saying, okay, I'm on a bulk right now. You have to watch every single calorie because this physique lives and dies on being lean. The best way I could describe it is this physique is like owning a Lamborghini. Many people are never going to even touch a Lamborghini, right? You're so far away from that. But even if you did own one, you gotta worry about every time you drive it, every single pothole, every single scratch on the Lamborghini. You have to wait for the weather to be good to even take out the Lamborghini. It is a luxury upon luxury that many people can't even afford. Number 2, the real dad bod. And before y'all start celebrating, this is not the physique that you have. Yes, you. Now, the internet has completely butchered the definition of a dad bod. People hear dad bod and think it just means being overweight. Like they look at their father's build and they're like, that's a dad bod. No, that's not a dad bod. That's not what a dad bod means. A real dad bod starts with actually being jacked. The dude who spent the last 15 years lifting week in and week out, who just so happened to not really care about their abs showing as much. Because there's a huge difference between one guy having a lot of body fat and one guy having a good amount of muscle with a little bit of body fat. This physique also looks really good in clothes because you fill out a bunch of different t-shirts, but you don't look overly big like the bodybuilder. You just have a nice, comfortable feel. Now, are there downsides? Absolutely. There's a reason it's not number 1. This physique has a very small margin of error, right? Let's just say you stop lifting, or let's just say you go on a little bit of a binge time. Let's say you're going through a divorce. Let's say life is kind of kicking your ass and you put on some weight and you start losing some muscle. All of a sudden, you're not dad bod anymore. You're really just kind of getting a little bit on the chunkier side, right? Now, the reason this physique ranks so high is because it is masculine, it's approachable, it's achievable, life isn't shit, and overall, you're probably a happy dude. But number 1, man, the athletic build. This is the one. Now, sure, am I a little bit biased because this is my physique? Hell yeah, I am. But this is also my video, my ranking, and also it's universal, so get with it. Now, this physique is not the biggest, the most muscular, it is not the leanest, but it just wins, bro. It wins in every single category. Think about every dude in human history who has ever been told they have an amazing physique. Think about every dude who has been drooled upon. Actors, professional athletes, fighters. These are the physiques that the women love and men want to achieve. You lift maybe 3 to 4 to 5 times a week. You do your cardio. Maybe you play a sport. You eat your protein. You eat healthy. You watch your calories. But you don't say no to a cheat meal every once in a while. Nobody's stopping you in a Walmart to ask if you're on steroids. Nobody in the gym is going to be super impressed with your physique. Dudes aren't going to be like, oh my gosh, this guy's the greatest physique I've ever seen. Nobody thinks you're starving yourself and nobody thinks your personality is the gym. But people look at you and say, this guy is in shape. And that is the goal. That is literally the goal. I hope you guys disagree with the rankings because I would love to hear your guys' opinions in the comments down below. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button. I know you fought with me. I know you like me. I know you like me. I like you. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Peace.